Howdy, my special little angels. Guess what? It's March. And in March, it's St. Patrick's Day. That's why we have the pretty green. And my name's Alize. And this month, we're going to be reading two different books. Disney's Pixar Brave, A Mother's Love. And then we're going to do Nursery Rhymes. Yay! Itsy Bitsy Spider, all kinds of little special little nursery rhymes. So let's get started. The first book we're going to read is Brave, A Mother's Love. And it goes a little something like this. Princess Merida is late. The royal family waits. Merida's mother is the queen. So here's Merida. There's her mother. And there's the king. The next page says, the queen teaches Merida how to be a princess. She shows Merida how to play the harp, but Merida, she's bored. So here she is playing the harp, and she really don't like doing that. So Merida wants to play with her sword, like the knights and the kings in the kingdom. So here's Merida, she's playing with the knights, but her mother wants her to play the harp, like a good princess. The queen tells Merida she must marry the son of a lord. And a lord is someone from a far-off land that comes over to be the next king. It's her job as a princess, and Merida is mad because she don't want to get married. So here's Merida's mom and her three little brothers. And her dad's the king, and there's Merida. Merida gets ready to meet some lords. She wears a fancy gown, kind of like this. Merida is sad. She does not want to get married. So here's Merida's mother in the nice little gown. And she's not very happy about wearing that gown. So, the young lords will shoot arrows at the target to pick who gets to marry Merida. Ooh, wonder what's going to happen. The best shooter will marry the princess and become the next king once the old king has passed away. Merida joins the game. She is the best at the bow and arrow, and she wins. But no one can marry Merida. The queen is mad because she wanted a lord to win, so Merida would get married. And Merida tricked her. She shot her own arrows and beat all the lords. So here's Merida, and she's shooting the little targets. The queen wants Merida to get married. Merida says, no, I don't want to get married. She cuts the family tapestry, where the little picture is right here. It's called a tapestry because that's what the family crest is. And so, her mom is sitting here playing chess. Merida runs away. She meets a witch. She asks the witch to change the queen. So here's the witch, and Merida's asking her over here to change the queen to something so that way she's mad at her mom. The witch makes a cake that holds a spell. The spell will change the queen. Ooh. Merida returns to the castle. The queen eats the special cake. But unbeknownst to Merida, her mom turned into a bear. Roar! She didn't even know that was going to happen. The queen changes into a bear. Merida didn't want this. That was her mother. So, Merida and her mother look for the witch. They need her to break the spell. But the witch is gone. And here's Merida and here's her mom. They're looking for the witch to change her mom back. Merida and her mother go fishing. They have fun because now that Merida's mom's a bear, she can catch all kinds of little fish. So, Merida and her mother meet a mean bear. They run back to the castle. See, here's the mean bear. Here's Merida and her mom. And Merida wants to help her mother. She wants to mend the family tapestry. She's talking to her mom and telling her she's sorry for cutting up the nice little picture. So, Merida tells the Lord she will marry one of their sons. The queen stops her. She wants Merida to be happy. The men chase the queen from the castle. I wonder why they did that. Maybe because they didn't know the queen was actually a bear, had been changed into by an evil witch spell. So the queen is in trouble. No one knows she's a bear. Merida protects her. No one can figure out why. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the mean bear returns. The queen protects Merida. The two bears fight. So here's Merida's mom, and here's the bad bear, the mean one. And over here, here's where they're trying to catch Merida's mom because they don't know she's a bear. So, Merida fixes the torn tapestry, and she and her mother hug. The tapestry covers them right here where she sewed it. Well, unbeknownst to them, when they're under the tapestry, the spell was broken and the tapestry was fixed, and then her mom became a human again, and she was the queen. The queen is human again. Love has broken the spell. Merida and the queen will always be mother and daughter. No, now they are friends too. So here they are right here, and here's where Merida fixed the tapestry, and unbeknownst to them, when they got under the tapestry, the little tapestry turned her mom back into a queen again. And that broke the evil spell. And here's her mom and Merida riding little ponies. Well, that was a mother's love called Brave. A little Disney book. And the next one, I'm so excited about this. We got all kinds of little special stories going on. It's called Nursery Rhymes. Ooh. And actually, I usually have flashes, but this one actually just spins and clicks. But it's still a lot of fun. Well, the first one is Itsy Bitsy Spider. So it goes a little something like this. Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. An itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. So here's the little spider with an umbrella where the rain's washing him out. And here's where it rises up and he's going back in the little canal. Well, that was Itsy Bitsy Spider. Wasn't that fun? Well, the next little nursery rhyme is called Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating a Christmas pie. He stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum, and it said, "What a good boy am I." So here's little Jack Horner, and he eats his little Christmas pie. Here's little Christmas, and he stuck his thumb in the pie and pulled out a little bitty plum. That one was cute too. Well, the next one is called the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. A knave of hearts, he stole the tarts and took them clean away. Poof, they're gone. So, the King of Hearts called for the tarts and beat the knave full sore. The knave of hearts brought back the tarts and vowed he'd steal no more. That one was a little cutesy too. So here's the queen, here's the little knave trying to steal the little tarts. Evil little knave. Well, the next one says, Jack be nimble. It goes a little something like this. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick. So here's little Jack, and he jumped over the candlestick. Woo, he jumps over. Well, the next little rhyme says, Ba ba black sheep, and it goes like this. Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for my master, one for my dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. And that was Ba Ba Black Sheep. So here's Ba Ba Black Sheep. And his little farmers asking him if he has any little wool. Ain't that cute? And then he cuts all the wool off and he makes 3 bags full. And then he goes back to the woods and finds another little boy to get some wool too. Well, the next little rhyme goes a little something like this. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater is what the name of this rhyme is. And it sounds like this. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater, had another but didn't love her. Peter learned to read and spell, and then he loved her very well. So here he has her as a prisoner. He wanted to marry her, but he ended up finding somebody else, so he let her free. And the next little rhyme goes, what are little boys made of? Well, I never heard this one before. It says, what little boys are made of? What little boys are made of? Snips and snails and puppy dog tails. That's what little boys are made of. And so here's the tail, and here's the snail, and here's the little bitty patch on his little pants. And the next one, since we talked about little special boys, let's talk about little special girls. And it goes like this. What little girls are made of? What little girls are made of? Sugar and spice, and it's all nice. That's what little girls are made of. So here's sugar right here, and here's a little gingerbread man, and here's some spice, and here's a sucker, and that's what little girls are made of. And the last little rhyme that we have for March is called This Little Piggy. So, this little piggy went to the market, and you can actually do this on your finger, and it goes a little something like this. Let me show you. Let me put this down. It goes, this little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home, and this little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, 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 all the way home. Because there was 5 little piggies. And that's a little trick you can do at home. Use your fingers as the little piggies. So, well, that was actually kind of cool. We did Itsy Bitsy Spider and all the little nursery rhymes. We did Jack Be Nimble, Baba Black Sheep, the Queen of Hearts, Itsy Bitsy Spider. What other ones did we read? Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. What little boys are made of. And of course, if we did little boys, we got to do little girls. And then we did the little piggies using our little fingers and our toes. And also we did Brave, A Mother's Love, where Brave turned her mother into a bear because she didn't like what her mother said. So, this is March's 2 books we read. And again, it's St. Patrick's Day, so I want to wish all you special little angels out there a happy St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you wear green so you don't get pinched. And, as always, when you think pink, think of me. Ooh.